Kenya itainuka, Kenya itasimama, Kenya itanawiri kwa umoja na uzalendo. Mimi ni Mkenya mzalendo. Je, wewe? Mimi ni Mkenya mzalendo daima. Leo hii tumekuja kuweza kuhutubia nchi kama hotuba yetu ya kwanza ya mwaka huu kuhusu masuala mbalimbali ambayo yanakithiri kutokana na tetesi mbalimbali ambazo zinahusisha masuala tofauti ya Wakenya, na tuko tayari kama serikali kujibu maswali ambayo Wakenya wanafaa kuyajua ama vile ambavyo wanatarajia. Mwanzo, ni vyema kusema kwamba tukiangalia takwimu za vile ambavyo serikali imeweza kufanya kazi, ni dhahiri shairi kwamba serikali imeweza kufanya mambo mengi ambayo yameafikiana kutokana na malengo ya the better plan, kama vile ambavyo tulivyoahidi wakati tulikuwa tunatafuta kuchaguliwa kwa Mheshimiwa William Samoei Ruto kama rais wa awamu ya 5 wa jamhuri yetu ya Kenya. Na ndiposa unaona kwamba kuna uungwaji mkono mkubwa ambao unasaidia sana sisi wenyewe kama Wakenya kuweza kusimama kidete na kuweza kuonyeshana kwamba tupo katika hali hii. Tumeona watu wakisema kwamba, kwa mfano, eti mambo ya NADCO, haya mambo ya NADCO ambayo yapo sasa hivi kwamba hayashughulikiwi, kwamba kuna mchezo wa mambo kama haya. Tuwajibu hivi: mwanzo, tumehakikisha kwamba ile jopo kazi linaendelea kufanya kazi ya watu 5. Pili, kuna mikakati 3 ambayo inashughulikiwa. Ya kwanza, kuna nyaraka 54 katika zile idara za dola, State Department ukipenda, ambazo zinaonyesha ni vipi ambavyo tutashughulikia masuala kama kupunguza gharama ya maisha, kujumuisha Wakenya ambao pengine walikuwa wanahisi kwamba wametengwa kutoka kwenye serikali na kadhalika. Na kila katibu mkuu ameweza kupatiwa waraka wake ili aweze kushughulikia swali lile katika ile idara ya dola. Jambo la pili, kuna zaidi ya sheria 16 ambazo zimeweza kupelekwa bungeni ili kuhakikisha kwamba ile ajenda ya ambayo iliweza kuwekwa, ambayo iko na vipengele 10 ama hoja 10 imeweza kuafikiwa. Kwa hiyo kuna sheria, kuna miswada ya sheria ambayo imeweza kuwekwa kwa upande ule. Jambo la tatu, kuna swala kubwa sana ambalo Wakenya wengi wanajiuliza kuhusu mambo ya referendum. Je, ni vipi tutaweza kufanya hilo? Kwa mfano, utakuta kwamba ukiangalia katika katiba yetu, ni kweli kwamba sasa hivi tumeweza kupitisha muda ambao ulikuwa unahitajika ndiposa tuweze kuwa na ile referendum ama kugawanyisha katika ile mipaka ambayo pengine ni ya maeneo bunge na kadhalika. Kwa hiyo mambo hayo tunayashughulikia kwa sababu ndio uliona kwamba waziri mkuu Musalia Mudavadi akisema kwamba tunaweza kufanya hilo jambo wakati tunaenda katika uchaguzi kama swala la 7. So we are saying that the whole issue of the NADCO report is critical to us, and those people who are saying that we are not keen on ensuring that we implement the NADCO report, I think they are misguided. The government is extremely committed to the NADCO report, and that is why we have actually come up with various means to implement it. The 5-member committee is already on course. We had a very good meeting and a very good briefing with all of the PSs last week on Wednesday, and we have taken 3 main ways of implementing the NADCO report. Number 1 is that we have developed templates for each of the 54 state departments on their mandate. That is extremely important. On their mandate, we have actually implemented that, so that every principal secretary who is in charge of a state department knows what they are supposed to do, like the reduction of the cost of living and what have you. Number 2, we have also taken the legislative angle, whereby 16 bills are already at various stages in Parliament, both the National Assembly and the Senate, to ensure to these broad-based government that we are actually very serious in terms of implementing what we've agreed. And the third route is the constitutional amendment and the referendum question, because we will end up having a referendum based on 2 of the 10 points agenda. 8 can be done administratively, but 2 require referendum. And therefore, we need to be guided by Chapter 16, Article 255, 56, and 57 of the Constitution of Kenya, because it affects the structure of the executive and also even how Parliament functions. And so therefore, anyone out there who is saying that we are not committed to the NADCO report is really not serious. Somebody who is seeking out for themselves, and yet we ourselves are fully and firmly committed under the leadership of His Excellency President William Ruto in that regard. The second issue that I would like to address is the issue of corruption. The government has remained steadfast in fighting corruption in the country. We are seeing some media reports saying, oh, we are losing this amount of money, but how are we doing it? First and foremost, it is on record that quite a number of public officials that have been found to be culpable, they have been forced to step aside. From CEOs of state corporations, chairmen of parastatals, even principal secretaries. That is on record. Secondly, we are putting in place measures to ensure that we remove the impersonal application of public policy by digitizing our systems. For the record, because of the digital superpower and the creative economy pillar, we are now raking more money through the e-citizen, to the point that now the monies that were being lost through leakages and seepages, now they are being centrally managed because of that program. So 23,000 government services, and you are getting them online, and therefore we are even able to make even 1 billion shillings a day at times, and moving forward, so that then we are able to collect enough resources for our people. Another thing which has faced some bit of resistance is EGP, e-procurement, so that we remove that human interference. And it's being rolled out. There were some delays here and there, technicalities, but now ministries, departments, and agencies are able to actually, be able to procure, using that program. And it's very good, because then you don't have to plug off other people's papers. You don't have to do it. And Cyril Webude, the PS for procurement, he has done a very good job so far, and the Ministry of the National Treasury in that regard. And of course, there is also this question people are asking of themselves: then what next? Certainly, we need to fight corruption, and that is what the government is doing at the source of it, so that then we collect the revenues as is, and also ensure that whatever we procure is as a result of what is required. So there is a very clear alignment within the e-procurement system of work plans that are already pre-agreed with specific targets to ensure that then people do not just, use public money as they so wish. And that is on record. Number 3, there is that whole issue about the education sector. And we are proud to say, as a government, that now we've been able to transition our grade 10 learners successfully, over 90%, and we were ready by having the proper number of classrooms. We have also been able to ensure that people have gotten the schools that they deserve, and we've also been able to ensure that we've increased the number of teachers now to 100,000, as promised, and it is the commitment of the government that by the time we go to the next general elections, we'll already have done 16,000 more, so that we meet the 116,000 deficit that we had identified previously. There have, of course, been challenges of rolling out the competence-based education and training, curriculum, but it is adapting very well through the retooling by the Teacher Service Commission, by ensuring that we are also dispersing capitation for the first time, in good time before even some schools had opened, and that will continue. And now the government has also been able to ensure that the fees are well, stipulated, and free education is assured. We are in the process of ensuring that we have 1,600 laboratories, and moving forward, we've also even been able to pay 4.6 billion to those who we owed in terms of the booksellers, so that then we are able to be on course. So the whole issue of transition of our education system is extremely well taken care of. Further to it is also important to state very clearly that the more people pay for SHA, the better. Whether be it police, be it teachers, be it all of the civil servants. So far, we have about 29 million Kenyans who have enrolled for this program. So we want to ask our fellow Kenyans, hii tabia ya unalipa alafu you only pay when you're sick, it's not good. Because suppose then we all do that, then that system requires all of us to be honest and to ensure that we pay. And we are calling upon all of Kenyans to pay money so that then we have resources that are required to ensure